Hi everyone, Ms. W here, and this video is to teach you how to turn in work that you have done by hand into your Google Drive, and then also how to turn it into as a portfolio if you need to. So first off, you're going to need the Google Drive app. This is by far the easiest way to turn in work. Now I will say that whenever you use this app, it's going to save it as a JPEG picture. So if you need to turn in something for ELA, one of your English courses or something like that into a PDF, you're going to need to use an app like Cam Scanner. Ultimately, though, it's going to work relatively the same. You would just start in the Cam Scanner app, scan your document, and then add it to your drive. But either way, it's good to have the Google Drive app. So you're going to download that from the App Store, whether you're on an iPhone or a different version of a phone, they will all have the Google Drive app. So once you have that, it's super simple. You're going to log in with your GCISD account. You're going to log into the app itself, and you're going to pick the folder that you want. So for me, I'm going to go to my 2017-18 folder. And for this example, I'm going to go to my art folder. So I'm in my art folder, and this is where I want to save my work. Okay, so this would work for art. This would also work for your biology portfolios or some of your other classes as well. So once I'm in the folder that I want to save it in, I'm going to click this blue plus sign. And what that is going to do is pull up this menu. I can either upload something, so if you've used another scanner, you can upload. But now I'm going to use my camera because I haven't taken a picture of my work yet. So I'm going to use my camera, and that's going to pull up a picture of my camera. So let me show you this really fast. This is my work that I'm going to turn in, how to turn in portfolios and C notes and more, are your art projects, anything that you do by hand and you need in your Google Drive. This is how you can do it. Okay, so here's my work. What I'm going to do now is very carefully, I'm going to take a picture. Now, what I want to do is I want to take a really, really good picture, no shadows. So kind of look, you can sometimes see like your arm or the shadow of the phone. If you move over to the side or angle or kind of adjust yourself to where you're not blocking the light, you want a really good photo. You want to make sure you don't have any edges. Once you think you've got it, click on that button and it'll pull up. Now this one is not a great example because I have a shadow. What I would probably do is move somewhere else in my office to take a better picture. But for this, I'm actually good. If you're doing artwork, you want to make sure to get those shadows out. If you're turning in like your C notes or a portfolio, that's really not that big a deal because I can still read everything. You just want to make sure it's still readable and your teachers can see it and you can see it and understand what's going on. So this looks good to me. I'm going to hit use photo, and that's automatically going to start loading into my Google Drive. So once it is in your drive, you can turn this in, and let me show you how to do that by switching views. So now that I've uploaded it to my drive on my phone, I'm going to be able to go to my computer and open up my drive for GCIC and see the document that I just saved. And so it's going to save as a JPEG like I mentioned before, and you're going to need to look in that folder that you saved it for a new JPEG file. Usually it's going to save as image with a number afterwards. So you're just going to find that, double check to make sure that's it. This is our project that we want to turn in. And then the first thing I want you guys to do is rename it. You're going to need to name it something that has to do with what it actually is. Be very specific. So if it's a portfolio, you would call it the name of that portfolio. If it is a C Notes, you want to name it C Notes Unit 2 Lesson 3. Be very specific about what those C Notes are over. If you are doing an art project, title it the name of the art project, okay? So for this, I'm going to title this How to Turn in Work, and hit OK. And so now it's renamed, and now I need to get a link. So I'm going to go to share, and what you will probably have to do is click on this little icon up here. This probably won't show up, but this little icon will be there. It'll say get shareable link, and you click on that and it's going to pull up a link that you can now share for your teachers to see. So you can copy this link. If you are turning something into a Google form that your teachers have sent you, if you're turning this in as a link inside of a test, or if they just ask you for a link to your C notes, whatever it is, this is how you get that link. Unfortunately, if you're trying to turn something into a Dropbox within Connexus, you have to do one extra step. You can't just drop something from Google Drive or use a link to turn into Connexus. So we are going to have to do one extra step. So I'm going to show you that really quick. This is my personal favorite way to do this. Go to a Word document, because you're only going to have to do this once. So go to a Word document. Save that Word document onto your desktop. Title it whatever course you're in. So let's say I'm in biology, portfolios. Title it whatever it is. Click save. And then you're going to get that same link that we just got. Oops. Get that link, click share, get the link, go into that Word document, hit Control V and enter, and now your link is inside this Word document. Now you can just take this Word document and drop it into the Dropbox in Connexus. If you're done with that portfolio, it's graded, you're great, you're on the next portfolio and you need to do the same thing, you don't have to resave or start a new Word document. Just go back to this document, erase this, and copy in the link to your next portfolio that you need to turn in. Okay, and then you can drop the same, make sure to hit save, and then you can drop the same file into the Dropbox. So this is my favorite way to do it, because all you have to do is set up the Word document once, and then you're just grabbing links and adding it or putting it in that Word document. Okay, there is another way that you can do this, and that is to download the file. When you download it, it's going to pop up as a JPEG, and it's going to probably save. So here it is. It's probably going to save into your downloads folder or wherever stuff normally downloads onto your computer, and you're going to have to go get it and then drop it into the Dropbox. And so the only thing that I don't like about this method is that you have to do those steps every single time. Whereas with the first method that I showed you with the Word document, you only have to set up the Word document once, and then it's just a matter of grabbing that link, clicking save, and then dropping it into the Dropbox. So that is how to turn in work into your Google Drive, and then turning it from your Google Drive into Connexus or into some sort of form for your teachers. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching.